S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! Blue 80, tonight!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go! Do this!
At their own 20-yard line.
There we go. 180. Check. Watch the defense. 154. 180.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Bang, bang. Hey, chill. 47. We're going to 54. Sweat. Hey.
I'm going back to you.
26.
Prescott down. And Stills bringing it in. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 37-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Go to 54. Spot. Go to 53. 26.
They'll run with Drake. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. is fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 29, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. Like 25. 59. 39. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Philip Dorsett, 48 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now Drake. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's complete. Stills. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Balaj. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
This time Ryan will throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. They get it to him running left. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Ready, back 25. Here we go, team.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Prescott on 1st down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's Prescott. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 10 yards on the touchdown pass, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McCrane on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Kill. Hey, 47.
To throw is Prescott. And this is Parker, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. On the toss, here's Balaj. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing, Prescott. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it with Balaj. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Go, get out there, get out there. Don't shoot out in the backfield. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Hey, check. Patch it.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. Mike, 45. Stay with your man. Shit. Here we go, kill. Show it up.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. You tighten up.
This is Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jerome Baker, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of it.
He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 92 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Delage. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 10-yard pickup And it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Under. 47. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Give me some.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he finds Stills, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Kill. 47. Shift. Watch the shift.
And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now on 1st down, Drake again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
At the 24-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Counterplay, Drake. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Hit on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, express!
3rd and 2, now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, Ryan. That is caught. It's Perriman. Touchdown, Falcons. Rashad Perriman, 43 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. Go ahead in. 22 the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Time for this one final. Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions.